Hey, sports card fans, it's John, Boggs fan. Time for another player showcase video. This time I'm showing off some of my modern and vintage cards of one of the greatest all-around baseball players, Willie Mays. So let's not waste any time. I'm going to turn the camera around and show off my mixture of modern and vintage Willie Mays cards. Okay, I'm going to start off as I normally do these showcases with some of my more modern cards. Then I'll get into some of the vintage examples that I have. So starting off, back in the early 1990s, Upper Deck started producing a sort of an insert set called Baseball Heroes. And in 1993, in Series 1 packs, they featured Willie Mays. So here is the sort of nondescript Baseball Heroes card. And on the back, it talks about other previous players. Started off with Reggie Jackson, then Nolan Ryan, Hank Aaron, Ted Williams, the Big Red Machine. And then again, in 1993 Series 1 packs were 10 cards, including the checklist of Willie Mays. So here is the checklist or sort of header card. And the artist looks like Wells, V. Wells, but cool image. And on the back here has the checklist of cards. And here's the first one. Mays voted Rookie of the Year. And on the backs, it just gives a little bit more detail. In 1951, Rookie of the Year. Again, just gives more historical information on that. The next one is Mays Makes Historic Catch. This is from 1954 World Series. Then we have Mays Joins Elite 30-30 Club. And this one was from 1956 to 57. Then 4 Homers by Willie Mays. He did that back in 1961. Mays wins second National League MVP. Be 1965. Then we have Mays' 600th home run levels Padres. This was in 1969. Then we have Mays traded to New York Mets. And that was in 1972. And finally, Mays voted into Hall of Fame. And that was in 1979. All right, also in 1993 was another insert set called Then and Now. And it is a hologram. Hopefully you can see it here. There it shows up. Them and Willie Mays in his playing days, and Willie Mays sporting some Upper Deck jersey. I don't know if it's a old timers game or something like that. Obviously, you can tell it's beyond his playing days. But then and now, 1951 to how he was in 1993. So cool, sort of hologram, shiny. You can maybe get some better sense of the card like that. And here is the back, just again talking about more of Willie Mays. You want to pause the video and read it if you want, but pretty cool card there. Now moving into 1996, Topps I think had been doing maybe for a couple years by then. I think it started off with Mickey Mantle. Maybe Willie Mays was the second player to have this, but they did inserts of reproductions of all of Willie Mays's cards. Now, I don't have all of them, but I do have the 1954 Topps, and you can see they had a little gold foil stamp. It's hard to see, but it says in the banner there, Willie Mays. So that's his 54 Topps, and again, it is reproduced on the bottom, or the back there. And on the bottom, you can see this is card number 5. I'm not sure how many total there were, but that's the 54 Topps. Here is the 58 tops. Then we have, I think this is the 61 All-Star. Then I have the 1962 tops. And I think they also had chrome versions as well and chrome refractors. I may have some, but I just couldn't locate them for this video. This is the 1964 tops. The 1966 tops. The 1967 tops. And I have the 1970 tops. All right, now I have a couple inserts from 2012 tops. This is the Golden Greats insert. Willie Mays outfielder cracking the goose eggs. Not sure what that... cracking the goose eggs, 1963. All right, walk-off solo homer, giving San Francisco a 1-0 win. So there's that. Then I have this die cut, tops cut above of Willie Mays. Some information on the back there. Then from 2015, a few inserts here. This is a highlight of the year. Leads MLB with 51 home runs in 1955. We have Till It's Over. Helps the Giants win the 1951 National League pennant. And some information about Mays and the 51 Giants. And then finally, this is from, I believe, Topps Heritage. Then and Now, you have Willie Mays and Adrian Gonzalez. And some stats on 1966 runs batted in leaders and the 2014 runs batted in leaders. And these are from 2016, a couple inserts. This is Topps 65th anniversary stamped, again, reproduction. I think all the reproductions are with that silver border as opposed to white. I don't think this is a parallel. It's not serial numbered from what I can tell. So I think this is how they did the reproductions for the 65th anniversary. Either that or this is the silver and there may be other colored stamps. There may be a gold stamp. I'm not sure. But at any rate, cool. Insert there, reproduction of one of Willie Mays' cards. And then this is from Topps' website. This is a Throwback Thursday. I bought the entire set because I wanted the one with Wade Boggs showing it. So I have all the dual cards of the 3000 Hit Club, and this one features Rod Carew and Willie Mays. And there's the back. You can see it's the Throwback Thursday. Whatever reason, I decided to buy the entire set, for all the Hall of Famers, rather than just go out and buy the Boggs card. But yep. And then the last modern card is one of my Topps short print image variations. This is from 2019. Really cool image there of Willie Mays. And again, what I like about these short print image variations, it shows his entire Major League year-by-year stats. All right, on to the vintage cards, and I am dreadfully short in vintage cards, something that I need to be working on for Willie Mays, and I'll eventually get there. But Willie Mays, fairly expensive vintage, depending on the grade, of course. But this one here, I bought this from my local card shop and sent it in. I know it's the Beckett for grading. I really want to get all these Beckett slabs over to PSA, but anyway, one day. But it is his 19 1957 Topps. See if we can focus here. Really sharp looking card. It received a 4, and apologize for the glare there. And the reason why, and I'm not even sure if I can find it in this angle here. Somewhere here, I think, is a very hairline crease. I think it's somewhere. I mean, it's so hard to tell, but obviously once you have it under magnification and lights as they grade, they find those small imperfections, but really nicely centered. Corners aren't too bad. I'm okay with it getting a 4 because I knew when I bought it that it had that slight little crease in it. Doesn't go through the back. Really nice looking back. So overall, I'm happy with this card. And again, other than the slab that it's currently in. But there's his 1957 Topps. And we move to a card that I showed off during my Hungarian showcase. And it happens to be my raw 1964 Topps card of the 63 National League home run leaders, featuring 4 Hall of Famers: Hank Aaron, Willie McCovey, Willie Mays, and Orlando Cepeda. Really, other than, definite corner wear, centered really, really nice. It'd probably get a 3, honestly, with the corners. I don't think there are major creases. Back is fairly clean. I have a couple of these have pencil eraser marks or pencil marks and all that stuff, but this one, relatively speaking, is fairly clean. Like I said, I don't know if I'd ever get this graded. It would be a 3 probably for what I'd have to go through. I could pick up a 3 or 4 for what it may cost to get graded, and then I know what the grade is, and maybe just keep this as a memory from my childhood of when I picked these up from my one neighborhood friend, and I've told this story before in other videos. But there's that 1964 Topps League Leaders card. Then we go to another graded card, and my only other graded card, but it's a really nice example of his 1967 Topps card. This one came back 7.5. I knew this was really sharp. I bought this from my local card shop as well, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Same with that 57 Topps. Other than I can tell there's a dinged corner right down there, but that centering is almost perfect. And again, sharp registry, clean front. Probably it was that one really dinged corner, maybe edges, I don't know. But here is the back. The back is off center. Again, that probably helped reduce that number down a little bit. But on the front, wow, great eye appeal. Again, would love to get this converted over to PSA at some point. And then the final card that I have of Willie Mays and my vintage collection is my raw 1972 Topps Willie Mays. And at first appearance, and a couple times when I've shown this off, I'm like, boy, this one, look at that centering, and the corners aren't too bad. Maybe this would be a candidate for me to get graded. And then as I was putting this video together, if you notice down in this corner here, I don't know if it's going to show up, but yep, right there, that is a bent, smushed corner there. So that would knock it down probably a couple grades. So I don't think I'm going to bother sending this in to grading, even if PSA grading prices do end up going down. But again, it's still nice to have this raw copy of the 1972 Willie Mays. So there you go. There is my showcase of Willie Mays. I hope to have more cards in the future to add to the Willie Mays collection, because his prices are only going to go up in the next maybe 2, 3, 4 years. So now's probably the best time to pick up Willie Mays' cards. But like I said, they're up there in price, but we'll see. If you like this video, would appreciate you supporting my channel by hitting that like button. If you missed my previous video, you can check it out right here. And if you enjoy watching videos of vintage and modern baseball cards, PC collections, and hobby thoughts, then subscribe to my channel. You can do so right here. And better yet, hit that notification bell so you can be notified the next time I post a video. That's all I have for you as always. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.